back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I got this makeup look. I did get a few requests for it, so I figured I would make it into a video. This is a really weird setup. I have the camera like looking at me in the mirror and I'm looking at you guys through the mirror. I'm pretty sure no beauty guru does this, but obviously I am far from that. I'm just going to show you guys what I like to do on a daily basis, my natural makeup tutorial. I like to wear this to the gym. I wear it to take selfies, to film at the gym, and to just live daily life. Not sure if you guys remember, but for a little while I got into like full-on makeup with like all the layers and all that stuff, and I quickly realized that that's not for me. It just doesn't look good on my skin. Don't know if I ever learned how to do it properly, but it would look good for like an hour, and then after that it didn't look very good. Not sure why, but I decided to go back to my natural routine. I try to use as little makeup as possible, but obviously I've got like patchiness and red spot on my skin, acne scarring, my skin's super translucent, so it kind of just hangs around forever. So this is what my skin looks like. So anyway, I figured that I would kind of talk you guys through what I'm doing here as best as possible, and then also talk about what my plans are for YouTube, because I know a lot of people discuss their workout routines, but I'm planning on touching on that I think in my Q&A coming up, and then I might do a full separate video on that. So yeah, I'm just going to talk about what my plans are for YouTube. Anyways, let's get into the doing of the makeup. Okay, so I already did this step off camera, but first I like to apply my primer. Should I zoom you in? I don't know. I'm uncomfortable. This is the primer that I use. It's a Marc Jacobs coconut primer. It is just amazing. I love this. I suffer from combination skin. It gets oily throughout the day, but it's like the most dry skin of life, like literally Sahara Desert. And it never was. It never was. No, not until I moved to England, where apparently it's like the driest climate ever. I took for granted living 10 minutes away from the ocean growing up my entire life. So anyway, this is what really helps me apart from like moisturizer all the time. So after that, then I wet my beauty blender, but I don't just wet it, I sanitize it because I'm scared of breakouts. And then I use this concealer. So this is a Sephora one. Guys, I know that these aren't cruelty free, which makes me really sad. I bought a few of these because it's honestly the perfect color. It's the perfect match for my skin. It's a very yellow undertone, which I know my skin looks really pink, but my natural neck and like body skin tone is very olivey, and plus the yellow helps neutralize the red spots. So I just find this an absolute perfect color. Please, 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 if you do have a cruelty-free suggestion, then leave it down below for me. But this is number 20 in cream. Otherwise, I'm obsessed with the formula. It's so good. Like, oh, it just goes on really smoothly. So I do my concealer first, and I just cover up any of my red spots, which there's a lot. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot. Like I said, I have acne scarring, and when I get a spot, it lasts forever. Even when it's actually gone, you know, it just like stays around under my skin, just like red forever. I realized I can't use wet foundation, like liquid foundation, because it just gets too cakey on me. I think it's a combination of the flaky dry skin and the oiliness. It just looks really, really bad. I've tried lots. I've got my makeup done professionally, and the same thing happens. So then I'm gonna use my really gross old eye cream, Clinique eye cream. I just find it works really, really good. I've been using it forever. So my under eyes are like the driest part of my entire face. So I can't like put concealer on them if I don't have like, this stuff on. I also can't powder them. I've watched so much on makeup, and everyone puts powder under their eyes. It took me so long to realize I can't do that when I have like cakey, nasty like creases all in my under eyes. And that's like as much as I put, literally. I don't put any more than that because otherwise it creases and looks really bad. I know I don't think I have horrible dark under eye circles. I have some, but I don't know, maybe I can get away with it. I have other skin problems, don't you worry. Okay, so next, this is what I put on my lips to like prime them. The biggest fear of moving to England was that I wouldn't be able to find them, just like blistex. If I don't have this on, literally I wouldn't have lips. Like, they would have just dried and fallen off by now. All right, next I'm gonna do my foundation. So this is what I use. It's the MAC Mineralized Foundation, medium golden. So I use a dry sponge to apply this. So yeah, it doesn't hide every imperfection. You can try to get rid of that mostly with a concealer, but it just kind of like evens out the skin tone, and it doesn't look like I'm wearing foundation at all. And I always get so many compliments on my skin when I do my makeup this way, whereas before, I'm sure people look at me just like, I can see every particle of your makeup. One second, I forgot one thing actually. My eye drops. So I like to actually do this first before I put on any makeup, but as you can see, my eyes are just pink unless I use redness relief eye drops. So I feel like it's an integral part of my makeup routine. Oh, I don't mean to creep anyone out with that, sorry. Alright, so my eyes will start to clear up now and look a little bit better, and I'll move on to this. I feel like this is going to be the longest, like, least helpful makeup routine of mine. You guys saw probably, if you followed me on Instagram, in the summer I got really fashion-y. And I took fashion photos. I tried just completely changing over my Instagram to fashion. And I love fashion. It's been a passion of mine for so long. Before I ever got into fitness, by the age of 15, I was completely designing my own dresses, sewing them from scratch, obsessed with watching catwalks, fashion magazines, the very first fashion blog. So obviously I quickly realized that like you can't just like have a fitness following and then try to change it over on people, because like that's not what they signed up for, and I get that. So I've switched gears back to fitness for now because I do love fitness. It's part of my life. Like there are aspects of it that I can make it into more creative. Like I can do gym clothing hauls and posting cute gym clothes and stuff, which I love. I would love to do both, but I think for now it's better just for my brand and for the work that I've already put in to treat it as my job and to keep uploading on YouTube fitness stuff and to keep posting on Instagram fitness stuff. I just feel like that is the career that I set up for myself, and I should really keep going with that, especially because, you know, I have been, I think, decently successful with it. In the new year, I want to invest heavily in it. I want to post a video at least twice a week because I've proven to myself with these videos that I can post every day if I work hard enough. Even if I don't sleep, I can still do it. I don't obviously want to like incorporate like hardcore fashion on the channel, but I'm thinking about still doing like clothing hauls that are relevant to things that people who like fitness would wear. Oh, by the way, I'm using the smaller part of this to get it in my eye, and I do go over my eyelids because literally like everything on my face gets greasy, so even if it looks powdery now, in an hour it will look like really nice. And by the end of the day, actually, I just look a tiny bit dewy as if I use dewy foundation. So this is why I love using powder foundation. It's the best for my skin. So what do you guys think? Do you think that I should incorporate some other stuff on this channel? Like, would you guys want to see, like, for example, a room tour of my little beauty room that I set up? Would you like to see some interior design? Because I love that as well. And like some fashiony, but more like a jeans haul, going out clothes, and just stuff that's a little bit more relevant. Maybe like when famous people do collaborations with companies, because I really enjoyed doing the Tammy Hembrow in the Style haul. But yeah, just let me know what you think I should upload on this channel, what you would like to see most, because that would be really helpful to me. Should I do another step before I keep blabbing? So the next step that I do is I like to do my powder contour. So I use, this is like, it got all sparkly because one of my sparkly eyeshadows exploded. This one, so I just switched back to all powder. This MAC brush that's super duper old, 129. I like it because it grabs a lot of product. I go kind of like above my ears. And next I bronze. This is my NARS bronzing and blush duo. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see on my channel. For the new year, I can do lots of fitnessy themed ones. I have lots planned. Let me know in terms of what you'd want to see non-fitness related specifically. And if you want to see it at all, like if you think I should just go full fitness, then I will. My eventual goal is to start a new channel and a new Instagram and do fashion stuff on there. Obviously keep up my fitness stuff, keep posting regularly on that, but also have another channel and post on that. Oh, by the way, I just kind of bronzed over the contour area just to kind of like make it not as harsh. By the way, this routine normally takes me like max 10-15 minutes. So next I take this, and I think it's just a blender brush. I think it's going to be an eyeshadow blender brush. So anyway, I dip it back into this. I'm going to do kind of the smaller contours of my face. So I'm going to do my eyes. I start up like super high, like up here, and I kind of pull it across. But yeah, I just didn't want you guys to think that I switch over completely to fashion on Instagram and then all of a sudden just give it up completely to fitness. I am a very all or nothing kind of person. That's just what I'm like. Yeah, I didn't want you to think that I was doing that for any other reason than because I actually just really want to, and I made a decision in my mind. And I feel like I take forever to make decisions. I'm so indecisive, like painfully indecisive. But then when I do actually make a decision, then I go in 100%. If I feel like I didn't do a nice enough line, I'll go back over with the powder foundation. I do a nose contour because it takes like 2 seconds and it makes my nose look so much better. So I'll show you guys how I do that. I take a little bit more of the contour powder called Sculpt. Then I like heavily dip into it and then go under my nose. And I think this step is really funny because every time I do it, I'm like, brown nosing. I go under my lip. Another one of my little secrets for making your lips look more full and plump is to just go right under the lip. Afterwards, it looks just like a big shadow. That makes your lower lip just like look a lot bigger. So this is the makeup that I've been doing in all my videos, so hopefully it turns out looking the same and I don't look crazy in this video. I'm like super paranoid right now. I was using that NARS blush, but it has shimmer in it, so it was kind of highlighting parts of my face that I didn't really like. So I've been using this Tarte sample pack called Party with That Many A's. So yeah, I kind of just go in the apples of my cheek and then kind of brush it up like that. It's the medium golden and go over my whole face. Will change my skin tone to be a little bit warmer. So I'm gonna go in and do my brows. This is the eyebrow pencil I use. It's the Marc Jacobs one, and I think this is in Universal Brown. So for my brows, I like to kind of brush all of the hairs up because I like a really, really natural brow. Tried the whole Instagram brows, they didn't look very good on me. So I just kind of fill out more so the top corners of my brows and I fill them in the direction of the hairs. So as you can see, I'm kind of going down in the direction of the hairs. Okay, so after I've kind of filled in the top, then I go under this part of my brows, like here, to kind of draw a straight line underneath, like so. So I don't know if you can see that. And then I kind of do a few strokes upwards to fill in that area. Guys, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm probably like a sloth right now, like talking really slow, moving really slow. Yeah, I definitely am. But it's just because like, it's just this time of year. Like it's just, the sun goes down and I just feel like really slowly. It takes me lots of caffeine. So yeah, I'm gonna brush up the hairs once more. This brow is always nicer than the other brow, but I feel like everyone has that problem. I'm gonna finish them off with just the clear brow gel from ABH. And then I just brush all the hairs up and I like them to be like a little bit overgrown and messy looking. That's kind of the look I'm going for. Alright, so next I'm gonna do my eyeliner. So what I do is I draw kind of a line extending down from my top lid. So do you see that line? From here to here. Then I kind of follow along the line of my lower lash line and that's the direction that I draw the wing. I finally figured it out. That is now the line of the eyeliner. And then I do that again on the other side. This eye is like creepy AF and it has like a really big fold. So I need to steer clear with the eyeliner there, otherwise it literally looks so bad. So I have to really draw this line. Yeah, draw it down to there. Doing this, it makes my eye look bigger as well. Then I just kind of make the line a little bit bigger. That part of the wing done first, like that. And then I go on the top part of the lid. By the way, I'm using this Kat Von D eyeliner. This is the ink liner. The other one that I have that's in black is a tattoo liner. So I love the color of the brown because I find it looks super natural. This comes in brown as well, but it's a bit darker, but this one's brush is a lot better. So this is an actual brush and this is a felt tip. So this isn't as precise and it more easily gets screwed up like this right now. I'm gonna go in with the black just to make it a little easier on myself. Alright, that's as good as it's gonna get for the eyeliner, so I'm gonna have to leave it at that, otherwise I'm gonna be here all night and the line's gonna keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It will look better once I put on the mascara. Okay, so next step I do is I take this Rimmel Soft Kohl in white and I put that in my eyes, and especially in that little corner there that I skipped with the eyeliner. It just kind of like wakes me up a little bit, you know? Before I put on my mascara, actually, I'm going to do my highlighter. So I use this palette again, these two colors at the top. This is from e.l.f. and it's the highlighting brush. Lit, and then a little bit in strobe, and a little bit in lit, and a little bit in strobe. And then I kind of try not to go crazy on the rest of my face because I just find it looks too much. I actually feel like that kind of looks too much. I always put on highlighter and then basically take some off afterwards. Use both of those again, do the bridge of my nose. And that's it. So I feel like my nose looks 10,000 times better with a little bit of highlight down the bridge and on the tip. A little bit too much on my cheeks, so I'm just gonna blot some off. So next I'm gonna take my setting spray. So I use the Too Faced Hangover Setting Spray. Probably use way too much. Then I'm gonna do my mascara. So I'm gonna use a lash curler. Blow dry the lash curler so that it gets hot, and then I heat curl my lashes because I have the straightest lashes on the entire planet. So I only like to do 2 coats. I know you should probably do more than that, but otherwise I would be removing it for 5 years, so. I almost forgot to do lips. So I used this NYX matte lip liner in Soft Spoken, which I showed in my favorites video. And I just line my lips like that. I used my Dior lip maximizer over top. Alright, so that is the finished look. This is what I'd wear on a daily basis. It's what I would wear to record in the gym. I figured I would show you guys what I wear in my videos because that's what you see. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. My mirror that I got that I showed in the intro is from hollywoodmirrors.co.uk. I'll put a link in my description below. It's one of my new Christmas gifts to myself. And this robe that I'm wearing, which is super cute. This is from Naked Fashion. I showed it on my little haul on Instagram, but if it is in stock still, I will link it down below as well.